Hey, J Mark Accento here, broadcasting to you from the end of the world. Here to say happy holidays. And Kylo says happy holidays too. This is our last episode of 2018, and this year launching the podcast has been a wild ride. I won't take up too much of your time though, but stay tuned to the end to hear some fun updates and details, and thanks everyone.
Previously on Tabletop for the End of the World.
All for the sake of throwing them upon the pyre of the generous god.
Whoa, no, hey, good boy. Do you feel that?
That's best buddy love.
This figure is a gray-skinned giant of a creature with red streaks down his arm, face, and exposed torso. Beside him is a heavy-looking spear that I described earlier.
Hi, I'm Twilight. Do you want to be friends?
What business do you have in Balderdash?
There's nothing saying that we're not going to tell the higher-ups. And then he just keeps going.
They are technically edible, but within a few hours they will give you uncontrollable diarrhea.
Well, I've never dealt with an undead quite like this before. It's a very interesting learning opportunity. I'm always looking for new information.
We come hunting Wights.
Almost scared the shit out of me.
What did you find?
I can't believe you guys stole the mayor's backup bucket.
Good day, my lovely, lovely listeners. I, Robin, am back once again with your daily wisdom. My lovely consumers, I cannot believe it, but the best time of year is nigh upon us. Kupit Day! The day grows ever closer to us sacrificing material possessions in a pyre of glory dedicated to the generous God. And, dear listeners, you know what that means. It's time for Kupit carols. Yes, it is time to celebrate the time-honored tradition of listening to everyone's favorite holiday songs. Come praise all ye faithful, and we wish you a merry Kupit. And everyone's favorite, all I want for Kupit, is to be spared the generous god's wrath. Why, I remember in my youth when we would brave the rat storms to sing carols to our neighbors. This, of course, was before true reality had perfected its AI. Ah, but what a wonderful time of year this is.
Okay, so walk me through it again.
Well, when I don't feed Ren, he gets a bit ornery.
And you said something about a mount.
Yeah, he grows, like, a lot. Have you ever seen anything like that near you?
Not any cats that get bigger. I mean, they're already big. And they all look different. Some with 3 tails, some with spikes coming out of their backs. And they're all pretty good hunters, too. The crafty little...
But can I ride it?
Hard no. At least, I think so.
But it would be so easy. Imagine what we could accomplish if I could ride
Let's
my cat.
not pretend that you're doing this for any other reason than to fulfill some fantasy of yours.
That might be so, but it doesn't make it any less useful.
Is Jay talking about his cat again?
Yes.
No.
In a word, yes. I've been listening the whole time.
And you didn't say anything?
Interrupting is rude. And, to be honest, this cat of yours sounds fascinating. I would love to know more.
No, don't tell him. Those things are dangerous.
Speak for yourself.
Unlike you guys, I worked with animals.
I mean, kind of?
They were programs with real-world historical analogs.
With a plain nice filter.
You know what? No. We're getting in-game. Mitch, go.
Sounds good to me. Do you guys remember what we were doing last time?
Wasn't there a dude who pooped in a bucket?
Yeah, Mayor Bucket.
There was bucket poop. J-Mark picked up a spare bucket poop.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
no, I did do that. We got items. We got
Yes,
We did.
you got
fancy-
some magical items. You got the put them in your inventory as Hold on, I have a list. The magnification goggles.
That went to
Virt.
Vert.
Yep.
That went to Virt. You handed them out, I believe.
Yes, Twilight did hand them out.
Mm-hmm. And Torrin got the ring of the mule. Twilight got powder of sneezing and coughing.
The powder of sneezing and coughing. And what are the effects of that powder?
You guys haven't figured it out yet. You know that these are their names. You know that they have, Mayor Bucket explained to you some uses for them. The goggles help you look at stuff. The powder of sneezing and coughing makes people sneeze and cough. And the ring of the mule helps you kick someone like a mule, but from a distance.
Oh, wait.
But you know...
I did write it down because I cast a detect magic spell, and you gave us descriptions of what they did.
Yes, but you also know that there seems to be a slight curse on all of them. So
Yes.
for each, so yeah, there's negatives attached to their use, but because you haven't used them yet, you're not sure what those negatives are.
Fun stuff, fun stuff.
Cool. And the last thing I believe you were trying to do is you were trying to take the silver goblet out of the arsenal, like the last thing of value that you could tell was in there.
And Flood told me it was his second poop bucket, and I scooted it back into the armory.
Yeah, so that's actually a good way to jump back in, is Flood the Guard is laughing about you guys stealing the goblet. And he looks around to make sure that the mayor has stopped paying attention, because the mayor's kind of old and cootie, and he's walked around. And Flood says, you know, if you want that cup, I can let you take it. I'm not supposed to do this, but I won't tell if you guys do me a favor.
I mean, I guess I could press the digitate it if I have to. What's the favor you're thinking about?
Well, we keep a lot of stuff in this arsenal. When we all got here, we sort of compiled all of our magical items, whatever they were worth, to be here. But there's a buddy of mine in town who, you know, she really misses her ring. And so I was just wondering if you guys could give this back to her and not tell anyone, and I'll let you guys take the cup.
Why do you have it?
Because I'm guarding the arsenal, and, like, I know no one's supposed to know that it's gone. I'd like to give it back to her. I took it, okay?
It may be the righteous thing to do, but you did swear to a duty.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah.
I want to know what this guy's real motivation is.
Sure.
Okay. Wow, I have a high insight rating. Awesome.
And he did swear to a man covered in duty.
Mm-hmm. Make him poop
Oh,
jokes.
well, that was a low roll. I got a 11.
Yeah, guy seems to be legit. He,
Okay.
there is, of course, another layer, but you don't really know this guy very well, but you don't suspect that whatever he's hiding is related to this.
Okay. I would like to cast Prestidigitation on the poop goblet and pocket it.
Okay.
He said I could have it if we did the ring thing, so I pocket it and I go, alright, where do we find this person?
I'm just questioning why you cast Prestidigitation. What did you do with it?
It's a poop bucket. I wanted it clean.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, that's totally fine. He
So
says,
you cast an illusion to make you think it's clean.
No, Prestidigitation can be used for cleaning. Thank you very much.
yeah, no, that's totally fine. Yeah, he's like, okay, guys, thank you so much for this.
What's her name, and where do we find her?
Her name is Selena. She works in the potion shop.
Oh, I love her. She's my buddy. Yeah, I'd be more than happy to give this back to her.
All right, see, yeah, look, now we're all just friends, helping each other out.
Her first impression of me was not the greatest.
Why?
I questioned her on whether she was an undead.
No, man, she's not an undead. She's just like a really pretty lady.
Torrin gets slightly closer. Are you an undead?
No?
Well, he's not a woman.
I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? Like, do I smell undead? He does not, for the record, smell undead. He smells like a human.
For now.
Are you threatening me? Are you gonna turn me into a zombie? You're gonna kill me to make me an undead?
No, but unless we find this Wight, terror may befall your town.
Okay, well then thanks for putting your very important quest aside to help a brother out, man. Good work.
Twilight's already heading towards the potion shop.
Okay, yeah, tight.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't know why Torrin is intimidating Flood, but yeah.
Everybody follows after Twilight because if he moves out of eyesight, he tends to hurt himself.
Hey, they're pretty chill tiefling. You can be chill with them. But yes, that's what they're doing.
Getting into trouble?
No, I'm gonna give the ring back to Selena.
If we do not follow him, he may walk into a pit because he saw something shiny.
Hey, are you guys coming? And I'm like down the path a little bit, like waving at them. Come on, let's go say hi to Selena.
Oh no.
And thus we follow.
And now we go on our epic journey from the armory to the potion shop. Our weary travelers are tired.
Such a long journey crossing the street.
He's not wrong. It's not that big a place.
Yeah.
It's maybe 4 more buildings down. Yeah, you walk into the potion shop. Selena's still there. It's still sort of like middle of the day-ish, as best you can tell.
Still human. Or elf. Good.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Twilight. It's good to see you again.
I got a gift for you, but is there anybody else in the shop?
No, just Selena.
Okay, so I wait until my colleagues close the door behind me, and I go, I'm supposed to give it to you super secret-like. Here you go. And I give her the ring from Flood.
Oh my god, my grandmother's ring. Thank you. Where did you get this?
And I look at the boys, because I don't remember if we're supposed to tell her where we got it from.
Torrin just shrugs.
We retrieved it.
From a friend. But a secret friend.
Yeah.
Oh, do I have a secret admirer? Yeah, there's only so many people it could be in this town.
Yes.
Thank you. This is my grandmother's ring. It's not magical or anything. It's very important to me.
You're welcome.
Be assured it is not from the one covered in his own feces.
Oh goodness, I hope not.
Speaking of him, I don't suppose you could reverse engineer your potion so it makes people not poop, can you?
Sorry, I can only modify the effects that the Never Ever berries have. I can't actually change them. I'm not that good of an alchemist.
Oh, you're great. Don't be silly. You made something out of berries. That's awesome.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
And I give her a bardic inspiration.
Wait a second.
Okay, yeah, you play her a little like Selena's great song, and she seems really happy with you. She seems like her spirits are way up.
Awesome.
And
Just so you know, guys, I have 2 bardic inspirations left, I think. Oh wait, no, I have more than. Yeah, I have 2 left. Just
solid usage. Just because, not that I'm criticizing, but she says, I'm actually really glad you guys are here. I know I've only just kind of met you guys, but I could use a hand around here if you guys would be willing to trade for some potions. We don't really use like currency. We just kind of trade like tasks. Would that be okay?
Didn't you just say these potions are made with Never Ever berries?
Yes, but I was able to take the effect of the berries and change them from just making you feel kind of full to actually healing wounds. I couldn't get rid of all of the painful diarrhea, though. It still hits. It just is on a delayed timer.
Virt looks over at Torrin. What do you think?
It could be useful for interrogation.
That is true.
Can I ask you something, DM?
Yeah.
So we've mentioned the fact that the berries like give you diarrhea. What is it? Just an aesthetic thing, or is there a roll we have to make? Does it impact our role playing, or does it impact our health points? I'm like a little confused and not clear on.
Please tell me Twilight could die by shitting himself.
Oh my god. No, it means that if you use these healing potions, there's going to be an instance in the future, and you're not sure how far into the future. Although Selena, I think, did mention, if she didn't, I'll just say it, the potions are on a 6-hour timer.
Yeah, she did.
So if you use them, you can heal. But in 6 hours, you're going to have to be like in a relatively safe environment so that you can handle this problem.
Okay, I get what you're saying. So like
Save the world from great evil just to die by crapping your pants.
Well, yeah.
I'm not gonna have you take any like damage. It's not like you didn't eat like really spicy food. But it would
give like disadvantage on say like a situation that involves like convincing someone of something, just as an example. Like I'm
Oh,
trying.
for sure.
Okay, I was basically trying to see like, great, we have diarrhea, but why do I care? In terms of playing the game, I just wanted to check. Okay.
It depends.
Yeah.
Maybe in terms of playing the game, this whole experience is diarrhea. Have you ever thought about that?
Wow.
That's deep. That's deep as a bucket of diarrhea.
Oh wow.
Or goblet.
Like Mayor Bucket's bucket of diarrhea. Oh well, now I'm thinking about it. Okay. I just needed that clarification because I wasn't.
That's it.
Sure.
That's all I was doing. Is I was trying to make a gross joke that would be a small inconvenience for healing.
That was a really crappy joke. Okay. Cool.
It was.
So I'm gonna let you guys decide what to do because I actually already have you guys in canon don't know this, but I already have 2 potions from her. So I'll let you guys decide what you want to do.
I decide to take one for possible future interrogation of. Because I am a paladin, I cannot evilly torture somebody, but this would not be evil per se. It is a healing item.
It's also really funny.
The loopholes. Oh.
So wait, does that mean you're agreeing to her terms of doing something for her?
I suppose. It's not like we're gonna find the undead anytime soon, from the sound of it.
What other shops are in this town? We know there's an armory, and we know there's a potion shop.
There's a forge that you saw on the way in, and it looks like for the most part it's just people kind of trying to live their lives. It looks like mostly houses. I mean like sheds that function as houses.
So
Can we like upgrade our weapons or get new weapons from the forge?
You don't know. You've only talked to Selena, Flood, and Mayor Bucket.
I would like to go to the forge because I want to help. I know Derek is a little bit dinged up from being in the basement, so I'd like to help fix him up and like maybe give him a bit of a shine.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Struck on that crap.
Okay, so are you just like walking out of Selena, like Selena's like
well,
post
not
shop,
yet.
like, okay, bye.
Well, no, not yet. What I'm gonna do? Let me role play this. I'm gonna go. Okay. Well, Selena. I think. I don't think you need my help. I wanted to check out the forge because I need my future lead singer to look nice for lead singing. And I pull out Derek. And I go, what do you think, Derek? You want to get fixed up?
I suppose I've got like a little bump right here on my head, and you know my mouth flap's been really screechy.
Yeah, we can help get rid of that stutter or something. Maybe it'll help out. Let's figure that out.
That'd be nice. That'd be really good. Thank you.
Okay, and I bid Selena adieu, and I look at Torrin and Virt, and I go, if you all are gonna help her out, let me know. I promise I will try to stay out of trouble. And I will take Derek under my arm and head towards the forge while they resolve whatever they're doing with Selena.
All right. Okay. So he's just gone.
Torrin just bumps Virt. It's like, how long do you give it?
5 minutes.
Yeah, I'd say about then. And we just turn back to Selena to hear out the quest.
Yeah, that's fine. He didn't look like much of a fighter anyway. What I really need is some guards. Would you guys mind watching over me tonight? I haven't felt safe here in a while. Lately, at night, you see, the dire sturges have been kind of rowdy. Usually they just come and eat the fireflies that come out of the bushes, but lately there's this gross one that's been attacking people, and last night it killed Maggie. Would you guys mind guarding me tonight, and I'll give you the potions in the morning?
Well, if there's sturges around, we'll probably have to post a guard anyway, so, yeah.
Oh man, thank you guys. That's really nice of you.
We will slay this beast in the name of Olympus.
Yeah, that's kind of the catch. We haven't really been able to kill any of the dire sturges before.
They have not encountered me yet.
It's just that they seem like they don't really take damage the same way everything else does. Like, if you cut them, it's not as deep. If you stab them, it's not as stabby.
Well, on the plus side, we don't do either of those things that much.
Oh. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
We burn, we cook.
Well, thanks,
Just a
guys.
quick flick out of the tongue. It's like, I don't need to stab them if I can melt them.
You know, like their
Guys,
face.
I feel better already. Thank you.
You're in safe hands. I have once in the past successfully melted an elf's head. These shouldn't be too different.
Selena she's a high elf, and she hears that and she goes, "Oh, that's very..."
Do not worry, he was an incompetent, evil minion.
You had it coming.
Oh, okay, only bad guys. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine then.
As long as you are of pure heart and not undead, you will be fine in our hands.
I'm very much alive. As we've discussed. I will, okay, well, you guys want to make camp here in my potion shop while you watch over me? I've got an upstairs, and I sleep up there. And if you guys want to guard, whatever you think is best. I don't really know this stuff. I just make potions.
Torrin just takes a table, sets it down, sits on it like it's a regular chair, and stares at the door and window.
She looks at Virt. Is he doing it? Is he guarding now?
Well, yes. Isn't it like, what time of day is it?
Well, I mean, you've been indoors in a dark castle, so you're not really sure.
How long have we been up, I guess?
Oh, goodness, how long? Let's assume it's past lunch.
Okay. Do you want me to go check on Twilight and then come on back?
I will hold the shop. You make sure our bard is not dead yet.
Okie dokie. So Vert's gonna go over to the forge.
Sounds good.
And everything's on fire. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, God. Yeah, Virt, you head your way on over to the forge. Nothing interesting happens on the way there. It was pretty nearby already. It's an outdoor forge. There's a big old fire burning in the thing. But the dwarf who is working the forge, I know it's pretty, typical, stereotypical, it's a dwarf working the forge. But
please tell me his name is Geordie LaForge.
It should be. You see McKean, the dwarven blacksmith. And he's got a fire going in the forge, but nothing's happening with it. He's not doing anything. He's just kind of sitting there. He's kind of made like a Rubik's Cube out of metal, and he's twisting it.
And Twilight is sitting there talking to him, or more, it seems more like talking at him. And Twilight's like, yeah, so, I mean, I can play a song for you, or help out, or really, whatever you want. It really mean a lot if you could help fix up my buddy Derek here.
Well, let me see him. He actually looks up and, you hand him the helmet?
Yeah, I hand Derek to him.
Tight. Yeah, he grabs it, he looks it over. Oh, that's just a few bumps. Here, let me take care of that. And he just grabs a little blacksmith's hammer and he just tink, 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 tink. Well, there you go. Yeah, no problem there. And he throws it right back to you.
And I
now see if you... It's really best I can do for you. If you brought some metal to me, something I could forge, I could do much better for you. But, nah, I can't really do anything here. We've been out of metal. I just run the forge, keep the fires lit. Maybe one day it'll happen. Maybe one day. I feel hopeful.
Well, Derek, how do you feel?
I feel mostly the same. I really don't have feelings.
Oh, well, I think you look great, buddy.
Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't clarify before. Just kind of made of metal, no skin, no touch and feeling.
Oh, that's all right. How do you feel emotionally? You feel all right?
Oh, emotionally. Let me check. Yeah, better.
I'm glad. Tell you what, later on, next time you and I get a break, we're going to keep working on that singing of yours. And I know you're going to be a real great party member for us. I believe that.
You're saying I'm an equal member of the party?
Absolutely, you're my buddy.
I didn't realize that. I thought I was just a thing you kept.
Oh,
this is good.
You're not a thing, you're Derek.
I am Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you want to go, I guess, figure out what, maybe we can help them find some metal? I don't know. Or, hey, wait, I think I see Virt. I wave at Virt. Hi, Virt!
What's going on over here?
Well, he fixed up Derek, and Derek said emotionally he's feeling pretty all right. So that's pretty neat. How's it going? What did Selena need?
Oh, she just asked us to do a sort of guarding thing. There's a sturge that's stalking her, she thinks.
A sturge. And they just have it. Don't they have a guard outside the? Is it inside the walls?
She didn't say, actually.
Oh, that's probably nothing. I guess I could help with that. Oh, this is McKean. He's a real nice fellow. McKean, this is Virt Vatican, the smartest gnome in the world.
Well, thank you. And hello, sir.
Yeah, McKean pops up, happy to see someone his size, extends a big dwarven hand to you, says, "How you doing there, friend?"
Well, it's been a trying couple of days.
I'm sorry to hear it.
But other than that, good. I'm sure it was the same when you first got here.
Oh, yeah, but people here are real accommodating. Tell you what, you ever need a sword made, or a shield made, or some armor made? It's kind of my thing. So, if you can bring me some metal, something I can help you out with, maybe, it'd be nice to forge something again.
Oh.
And I take a moment, and I hold Derek up, and I look at him really hard. And I go,
Hey, Derek, how'd you like to be a talking sword?
I'm not sure how that would work out. I don't know if that would destroy me or not. I don't know if I can be forged.
But you don't actually talk out of your flap. You're like sentient. You talk, right?
Yes, but what happens if you hit any of the other animated armors too many times?
Well, I guess that's true. Well, we'll put a pin in it. I think it could be really cool. You never know.
Now you're putting pins in me?
No, it's a. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to put a pin in you. I wouldn't hurt you. And I put him back on my hip. Sorry about that, buddy.
And he's like mumbling. He's like, I don't know if it really hurt me. I guess I don't know how that works. I mean, who knows? I've never seen it done before. And he's just kind of rambling on now.
That's fine. Derek gets me. I know what it's like to ramble on like that.
You seem to have given Derek anxiety.
Oh, no.
Don't worry. He'll get over it.
Yeah, I don't have calm emotions or anything.
Yeah, it's tough being a sentient helmet.
Okay, so we don't really have any... I don't have anything to give McKean. Do you have anything, Virt? Like, do you have anything you want to get out of this?
I really don't have anything.
I'm not in the area.
How true.
Oh, God!
Yeah, I don't really have anything in the way of metal. Or even anything that he'd be able to work with.
Yeah, that's the best I got for you. I may as well bring it up now. Turning him into a sword was a good idea, but it would absolutely the way animated objects work, that would destroy him.
Aw. Okay,
Yeah.
well that's good to know. Oh, and I look at him, McKean. I go, oh, what about this? And I pull out the shit goblet.
Oh, where'd you get that now?
It was a gift, from the armory. Yeah.
Oh, silver. Silver can be very useful in weaponry.
What can you make with it?
Well, with this much silver, I couldn't make you a whole weapon, but I could take something you already have and coat it with silver, give it advantages against the undead and evil spirits.
Oh,
And I pull out my rapier and I go, could you do that with this?
Oh, absolutely. Here, give me your sword and give me a few hours to work, and I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, I'd really appreciate that. And that way Derek doesn't have to die. That makes sense.
Derek's like, what now?
Completely missing out on a silver codpiece.
Oh, that was a missed opportunity. I should have requested a silver codpiece.
Bump for damage.
No one knows what genitalia Twilight has. That's their business.
But you still want to protect it from undead and werewolves.
Okay, so I remove the goblet from my equipment, and give it to McKean along with my rapier, which I will now temporarily not have.
So disarming yourself for any future combat.
No, I have a dagger.
And harsh words.
Totally fine.
Because you've done so well with the rapier.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I have the dagger instead.
Yep, well, there you have it. You've done that. And McKean's, he looks excited. He's put down his little metal Rubik's Cube. He's gone right to work. He's melting down the shit goblet. And he just says, give me a few hours and come back, and I'll have this all done.
All right, thanks.
And before you go, thank you. You gotta have something to do around here.
And I look at him, and I also give him bardic inspiration for his work. And I play a dwarven miner's shanty. Like
Well, okay, roll your performance. Let's see how well that goes.
Okay. Or can I just do performance and inspire him without giving up a bardic inspiration? I'll leave it up to you as the DM.
Absolutely, you don't have to burn bardic inspiration on an NPC.
Okay, I didn't know how that worked. Ooh, that was.
But if you want to play him a little song, you go right ahead.
Okay, so hold on for 19.
Oh yeah, you totally nail it. And as he's working away and pounding at it, he's like that. Oh, it's just like home. And he's in tears and he's pounding away at doing forge stuff, whatever that looks like.
Awesome. And I play him out and I go, all right, you anytime you want me to play and I'm available, I got you. Okay. I gotta. Virt, did you come here to get me? Were you making sure I stayed out of trouble?
A little bit of both.
Okay. Lead the way. And I gesture for Virt to lead us wherever we gotta go.
All right. And I lead him back to...
Column A, column B, right?
Yep. I lead Twilight back to Celine.
All right. Yeah, you're back to Selena's.
As they open the door, Torrin just lifts up his sword and shouts, "For glory!"
Nope, for us.
Twilight, can I
Sits
roll
back
my
down.
Oh, I thought he was gonna attack. I was about to roll dexterity.
Nope. Just sit back down, bored and disappointed.
And that is how you guys pass your afternoon, bored and unexcited. It's sort of quiet in town. Mayor Bucket keeps coming in to check on you guys every now and then, but he seems like you're okay. And Selena informs him that you've agreed to keep guard.
Does this count?
Everything seems to be pretty hunky dory in this town. There doesn't seem to be much ill will. Selena seems happy. She's grinding berries down in a mortar and pestle most of the time, converting it into more healing potions for the town.
Does this count as a long rest?
Absolutely.
Cool. I get all my inspiration back. I would like to spend this time, our downtime, since Virt and Torrin are on guard duty. I would like to spend this time kind of bringing hope to the townspeople while simultaneously working with Derek on his singing. So, like, I'll be in wherever the center of the town is, where I have a good visual sight of Selena's shop, and just, like, playing for the townspeople and telling them incredible stories of the three prisoners who've overcome much since coming to this land, and tales about us and tales about, like, things I heard when I used to travel.
Totally fine. Roll your performance to see how much people like you.
Yeah, that sounds fair. Oh, that was nice. 22.
Yeah, dude, this town loves you, dude. Yeah, McKean's hammering away, and Selena's working away, and everyone sees you and they start dancing. They clap along with you.
And Shit Bucket is on like liquid percussion.
He does like a break dance on the bucket. And it's actually terrifying, and everyone needs to keep like a wide berth because you don't want to be in the splash zone. But yeah, you've gone around. You've seen there's a couple dozen people in Balderdash. They're all adults, different humanoid species, mostly human though. It definitely seems to be the most common by at least half. And everyone just seems to be kind of just trying to get along. There doesn't seem to be a lot of strife here. Everyone's eating their berries and trying to figure out, like, maybe make your shed a little better. Maybe I can sweep, like, the front door or something.
Is anyone
whatever?
Is anyone with me in the party? Like Virt or Torrin? Are you guys with me? Because I'm gonna point this out there. Twilight is so caught up in lifting up everyone's spirits, Twilight's forgotten about the mission to find the Wight. And to get a little bit meta, and you can tell me if this is not allowed, Mitch, but like, we do have all the townspeople in one place now, listening to my performance.
I will jump on this opportunity
To do what?
Torrin notices the town is grouped up and concocts a plan after having his long rest. Wait, let me look at something.
Are you investigating, or are you gonna attack everyone? I'm like terrified now. I was just
No,
suggesting
I'm gonna
He's gonna solve the problem.
divine sense. I do have it back since you talked Mitch into
a long rest.
having us
Yeah.
all there.
Yeah, totally
So,
fine.
seeing everybody in the town, I just get within range, put my hand on my symbol, and call upon Hercules to give me the divine sense to see, since the entire town is there, correct?
Pretty much everyone. You know where McKean and Selena are. You know where Flood is. But everyone else that you've run into that wasn't already doing something is here. So most of the town, for sure.
Enough of the town, then. Then I cast divine sense to see if I detect undead.
Good play. What's the range on that?
Within
60
60
feet, right?
feet, you biatch.
Oh, God. you said that so aggressively. I feel kind of bad that, you don't get it. You don't get a ping.
God
No
damn you.
undead, no fiends.
This will pay off one day.
It seems like the whole, filtering people through with that lantern really has kept the town pure of evil things for so far. That whatever they're doing with that lantern that was, seeing your thoughts, that seems to have worked, and the town seems safe. It just sucks that it's kind of boring, and the only thing to do here is eat berries and poop.
And listen to Twilight stuff now that Twilight's here. But yeah.
I just want Twilight to hear off in the distance, "Why are we here?"
Twilight hears you say that and remembers exactly why we're here, and so I decide to tell a story about the Wight to see if anyone responds and reacts to the story. So
Interesting.
instead of rolling performance for this, I would actually like to roll my perception while I tell this story.
Okay, what are the parts of your story? What do you say about the Wight to these townspeople?
I tell a tale of an undead said to be living within the maze. One that is said to have to take on the form of anyone, even loved ones, who, upon its death, being able to take on another host. And I used the same description Debilica used, where it had pale skin and gaunt eyes and silvery hair and stuff like that.
You do see in the middle of the crowd with your perception roll. You don't need to roll it. Your passive perception's high enough for this.
Okay.
There are some women in the back of the crowd kind of whispering to each other as you describe this.
Okay. And me being to perform let me roleplay this a bit.
That seems appropriate.
Yeah. That's what we're doing, right? Ladies, gentlemen, both neithers and in between, allow me to spin you another tale. The tale of the Wight. The Wight be a creature known only through legend and lore, said to live within the maze just outside the fair town of Balderdash. With hair silver and eyes gaunt, it can never be killed, for upon its death, its spirit merely inhabits another host. I've heard many tell such a tale of the Wight and of its dark and nefarious deeds. And I look and I survey the audience, and I see these women, and I say, "Aha! I see believers. Come, ladies, tell your tales of the Wight." And I put them on the spot with everyone looking at them, and I'm gesturing for them to come to the stage to share their stories.
And she says, this woman is standing there. She's just in a little dress, just talking to her friend, and now you've kind of singled her out, and everyone steps away from her. She goes, I was just gonna say that...
Project, madame, please. We are in a performance, after all.
I was just gonna say that sounds a lot like that one dire sturge that killed Maggie.
Go on.
Well, every night the dire sturges come out, and then now there's that one white one. Because usually, I guess you guys haven't seen them before. Usually they're black, and this one's white. That's what it looks like. It's pale skin and really really gaunt, like it's dead.
And where, pray tell, did this Maggie live?
Maggie lived over here, and she points to a hut that it's got like there's another woman standing in the doorway who was listening to your story. And she's like, "Hi, I'm Maggie's sister. We were living together. Yeah, she's dead now. We're kind of bummed."
Oh, I'm sorry. And what is your name, madame?
I'm Liz.
Well, hello, Liz. Yes, one moment. And I look over the audience. I try really hard, and I just don't see him. And I go, Virt! Does anyone see Virt? He's a really tiny gnome. He might be between your legs. Virt! Virt!
Virt.
You forgot where he is, didn't you?
Does Virt hear
Torrin
this?
hears and then just shouts louder for him to come out.
Yeah.
Virt, I'm gonna say you don't hear him.
Okay. Do I hear Torrin?
Yeah,
then?
you're over in the potion shop with Selena, who is settling down, and this is a good scene transition. She says, "Okay, Virt, I don't know where the rest of the guys are, but thank you for keeping watch over me with all these weird dire sturge happenings. I really appreciate you guys doing this."
Yeah. Well, it's an interesting situation, I'm sure. Well, why don't you head up to bed, and we'll make sure that you're kept safe.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And if you guys want to do sleeping shifts, you can just lay out on the floor. That's unfortunately all I can offer you, but thank you.
Well, it's better than what we've had.
And so, night falls on the town of Balderdash.
Listeners, I realize that you have been wondering and waiting with bated breath, I am sure, what happened between Capitaine Larong and I. Well, I can tell you that we agreed to meet in the Poacher Blatt Corporate Cafe. You know, the one where the baristas are all blinded so as to maximize their sense of smell and taste. After I ordered my peppermint wild berry frozen latte, available only at Poacher Blatt cafes. I waited and waited and waited. And, dear listeners, I realize that Capitaine Larong and I never set up a time for us to meet. How silly. Among all of the excitement and Kupit Day, I am sending this message out now to dear Capitaine. When you have the opportunity to come back by our corporate office, please meet me at the PCC. I am here daily and will be there until you arrive. Right here. And, dear listeners, if you so happen to see Capitaine Larong, please let him know about my message. I mean, this is important after all.
And we go back to our scene in the town square here.
Twilight wraps up their performance,
Mm-hmm.
and heads over to the house and to the potion shop / house.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop you real quick.
Okay.
As you're wrapping up, you see out of the bushes the fireflies come out.
Oh, that's
And-
pretty.
And for a moment, there's so many fireflies that for a moment the sky seems to have stars again. And up above, past the fireflies, up in the rafters, 100 feet, 200 feet up above you, you see maybe the rafters start to wiggle, or maybe they start to move.
I would like to roll my person.
Before you can do any of that, Torrin and Twilight, make a Constitution check for me.
Oh, fun.
What does that mean
5.
or require?
Roll a d20
your-
and then check your modifier to add or
Yep.
subtract anything.
Constitution +1, D20.
Yeah, I got a 5, by the way, so I'm probably gonna poop. No, I didn't eat
A
anything.
19 plus a 1, so 20.
Okay, so Torrin, you're gonna be fine through this, but Twilight, an awful sound crushes through your head. This loud screeching, and you can see, well, Torrin can see around him. The whole town was kind of ready for it, and they're all covering their ears. But Twilight, you're gonna fall prone.
Ow!
And you can follow the source of the screeching up to the rafters, where you can no longer make out the black shape of the rafters in the darkness above. But instead, the sky seems to be filled with the glistening movement of a black cloud of darkness. And this cloud seems to grow and get closer, almost a liquid black. And after a second, you can see it's not a cloud, it's a flock of bat-like creatures the size of horses. Their skin is glistening in the light of the fireflies, and with a cacophony of screeches, they swoop down, buzzing the tops of some of the sheds. And you can see that they have these long proboscises that are stretching out these tongues that scoop up fireflies as they fly past, and it's just a dense cloud of these things.
Okay. I would like to, I guess, roll my perception to see if I can get a better look at them, or maybe investigation. So, like,
you are prone right now, so you're trying to recover
okay.
from this mind-numbing noise.
All right, so I'm gonna be prone. Torrin, what do you got?
Sword and shield ready. I guess I will roll my perception.
Yeah, go ahead.
So that's perception plus or D20 plus the modifier.
Yep.
That's the thing. What are you looking for?
Well, due to Twilight, we literally just got the intel that we're looking for a Wight version of these that may be the Wight we're looking for.
Oh.
Okay. With your perception, you hear over the screaming.
Wait, he didn't.
Someone.
Oh, are you using his passive perception?
Oh, sorry, I forgot you didn't roll. Yeah, well, I guess we're going with passive.
Well, it was
then, 'cause
a
I've already started
19
doing
again with plus 3.
Oh, there you go. So 22.
In my head, I went, "Oh, that's exactly the right thing to look for. He must have nailed it." All right. Well, that was silly. So yeah, you do hear a scream, over the din of this animal screeching. You hear a human scream. In fact, it's a familiar scream. It's Mayor Bucket. You can hear him in the distance. He must be a few houses down. You don't see him, maybe turn a corner or two, but you think you could find him. Torrin, you have a decision to make here because your buddy Twilight is prone. He's recovering. Like, you don't take any damage from being prone or anything like that. But what do you do? That is the situation. Oh, but the scream from Mayor Bucket sounds afraid. Like, oh God, I hope this doesn't kill me, oh God.
Okay, so before I go investigate that, and I'm guessing, how did my perception go for trying to look at the sturges?
You didn't see the white dire sturge, but you could hear Mayor Bucket through the din of their screeching.
So for my first act of magic ever, since my comrade is prone right now, I will call upon Hercules. My lord, grant this being fortitude, and I cast Shield of Faith on Twilight before I go to investigate.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
A creature of
so
your choice
Twilight
gets a +2 bonus to the AC for the duration.
And what's the duration?
Up to 10 minutes.
Nice.
Pretty sweet. Okay, and so now what?
I'd say, I guess, a light flows from my holy symbol into my chest, into my arm, and then a slight glow goes over Twilight, and then I charge off to investigate the scream.
And,
Got it.
And as I feel that warm glow, I go, thanks, Debilica.
Ah!
Hey,
As I'm charging off.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, you didn't hear me say that.
Okay, scene change, back to Virt. This constant scream of bats is going on overhead. And you can see that they're all staying above like the top height of any of the sheds of this village. They seem to just mostly be interested in the fireflies. As you're watching this scene unfold, this miraculous scene of mythical animal life, you hear the stairs creak, and Selena's coming down the stairs. She doesn't say hi to you. She doesn't respond to you in any way, or see that you're there.
Does she look like she's all there?
She does not. Her eyes look glassy. There is she's wearing that ring that you gave her. She's wearing sort of like her like, I guess you'd think her sleeping clothes, like a little thin gown. And she is making her way down the stairs and across the room. She is moving slowly, but very firmly, as though she may be sleepwalking.
Is there any way for me to make an attempt to remove the ring from her finger?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a, I guess it's sleight of hand. I guess you don't have to be tricky about it, do you?
Dexterity?
If you're just trying to brute force it off her hand, give me a strength roll.
Strength? Okay.
Wizard rolling for strength. Can only go well.
We don't always match to our betters, I suppose.
That is an 18.
Okay. That is a very hard pull. And you yank on her finger, and you feel like, oh, whoops, you accidentally kind of dislocated it a little bit. But the ring was letting off a force field almost, this energy field that the more you pulled on it, the more it resisted you. And it refused to budge where it was on her finger.
Okay.
So besides that, oh God, kind of broke your hand a little bit. Sorry about that. Nothing really changed. And at this point, she's reached the door and she's opened it. And now she's moving through the streets while this swarm of dire sturges flies overhead. She seems to be moving to a specific location. She has her eyes pointed in one direction.
All right. Well, follow her.
All right, you follow her. It takes several minutes for her to slowly trudge through the rest of Balderdash, and everyone else has made their way inside at this point because they're afraid of the white dire sturge. You make your way, following her, to a shed. You're not sure whose shed it is. You've never been there before. But you can see that the lights are on inside, like the candles are lit. And there is a window on the shed. It looks like a rather nice shed, as far as these sheds go. But you don't see anyone around.
Alrighty. Then before going in, I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay, you do that. And Selena makes her way over to the door of the door of the shed, and she opens it. And you hear a familiar voice say, "Oh my God, it worked. Oh man, it really worked. Okay, sit down." And you see Selena enter into the shed and close the door behind her.
Alrighty. Going over, there's a window?
There's a window.
Looking in.
Totally fine. You hop up and hang by your fingertips and pull yourself up high enough to look over. And you see a beautiful little feast of berries is on the table. A bottle of red wine, which you can't imagine how no one knew that was in this town at this point. And some candles very nicely lit. There seem to be some of the berry flowers gently draped around the room and the table. And at the table, seated, are now two figures, one of which you know is Selena, and across from her is Flood. And he seems to be making small talk to her unresponsive form.
I'd like to prestidigitate the flames out.
Oh, yeah, that happens. That happens. And Flood looks around a little bothered. And he gets